Hey everybody, PJ Reilly, Competition Archery Media out here at the Hoyt Easton Pro-Am, Foley, Alabama, first ASA of the 2024 season. Levi Morgan is here with Shot of the Week. And Levi, before we talk about anything, how's it feel to be outside shooting 3D in competition?
Yeah, I love it. I mean, I've done this for a long time, but I love the competition. The preparation is what kind of gets monotonous at times, but once that first official target's underway, the love of the game comes back. So
I would imagine for you, even though you've done this many, many years, that's still probably getting like beginning of February, you're kind of like itching a little bit.
Yeah, it's time it's time to start getting ready, you know. It's time to start practicing, knocking all the bugs out, figuring out what I'm struggling with for the year. There's always something. But yeah, this is the exciting time of the year, just to be back outside and beautiful weather and shooting at some foam.
Can't beat it. All right, so today, how did today go? So this is your first round in competition. How did that go for you and what you were expecting?
Honestly, I shot my bow extremely well, and that's one of the things I've been really pumped about is just my shot is good, you know. And anytime I'm shooting well, I feel like I'm like this close to shooting a really big score at any time. Today I aided the first target, just because when I aim well, I aim aggressive, and sometimes it can get me, you know. But I aided the first target, but that was my only aid of the day, and then kind of slowly picked away, kind of had to recalibrate some yardage stuff, and then really shot well the last few and ended up 12 up. So a really solid round, honestly. I just missed all the easy stuff, but this is one I'm supposed to get.
Well, because we like you so much, Levi, we picked the one that you did shoot an 8 on.
Perfect.
So
I need revenge anyway.
You can get some redemption. Let's check it out.
All right.
All right, so Levi, this is target 11, and it's the mule deer, which is a new target this year for ASA. They took away it's basically the large HD deer, but it's painted different antlers. So I'll ask you, this is not a far target.
No.
What got you? Were you being aggressive?
I was being very aggressive because as we walk in, we look at the range, we kind of get a feel for how easy, how hard it is. There was a lot of hard targets today. This was the easiest of them. And I just really felt like it was one I needed to get. And we started on the closer, like our first 4 targets were probably the 3 of those were the easiest targets of the day. Gotcha. And we didn't have time to like get a feel for the range before we started getting aggressive. So I didn't want to just shoot 10s and give points to people that shot this at the end of the day. And so I just felt like I had a good number. I knew I was going to break a good shot. I could see the 12. And so I just put not enough, broke a fantastic shot and hit just under it.
Gotcha. So Levi, so then that's some of the strategy. You know, when folks talk about 3D strategy, obviously that's one, because if you know you're starting, like you said, on the shorter ones, a guy like Dan McCarthy, if he's ending here,
he's going to hit it. You know, there's a lot of guys out here going to hit that. And so, but then what's easy, it can go 2 ways from that 8 on the first target. You can either get really stupid aggressive and feel like you got to hit the rest of them, or you can just take a deep breath and say, all right, no more 8s. Let's just pick away a few 12s, get back to a good spot, and then once we get a feel for the range, be aggressive. And that's what I did. It took me a long time to really feel like, all right, I can be aggressive again. Because when you start confident and you don't hit behind your pin, it's instantly like this fear that raises up of like, am I going to misjudge the next one? So probably halfway through, I felt pretty confident to start going at them, and I hit a bunch of my 12s right here at the end. So you did a video about how you judge yardage not too long ago that folks can check out. And one of the things that stuck with me was that you were talking about confidence. Yeah.
And I come out here and I never have any confidence. But I've told you this story, but I shot a deer this year where I had no time to do anything. I had to judge it and shoot it.
Right.
And man, I hit the number. It was 40 yards, so it wasn't like a gimme.
Right.
Boom, pick that. I nailed that thing right in the heart. And I'm thinking, why can't I do that out here?
Sometimes you can overthink
number.
It. Yeah.
Well, that's what everybody's saying, just because you're overthinking, and that's probably it. You know. So.
It can be, but it's like I've always said, it's a game of good decisions, not necessarily just picking a perfect number. You know?
Right. So Levi, in taking your advice, I'm just gonna say I'm not gonna overthink it.
Okay.
So I'm going with my first number.
Okay.
It's either right or it's wrong.
All right.
I feel good about it.
I feel good about it. I know one thing. I'm looking at this thing going, I can't believe I shot it for what I shot it for this morning. Now that I've shot this entire range, it's plain as day.
Is it so like you're coming from up PA where we don't have any of this right now? Does it take you a while to get used to that?
Yeah, and it's every day, I think. Even here, like one day I'll judge great, it's easy. The next day I'm judging 2 yards low and I have to recalibrate. And then this morning we don't have time to really shoot the 3D range, so we come straight from the bags, and this is the first practice target of the day, and it's for score. So, yeah, we just guessed wrong this morning.
All right, here we go. Ooh.
There we go.
Yeah. That made things nice.
Yep.
It was beautiful just 30 seconds ago.
You need shade? I don't have an umbrella.
It's gonna be there for a while. No, I don't need the shade like for my sight.
Okay.
It was just nicer to look at.
Oh yeah, yeah. It got a lot darker whenever that sun came out. Oh, perfect height.
Left side. Darn it.
Perfect height, straight left. You judged it right.
I had it. I had the number.
You judged it right.
Darn it. Did it stay 10?
Oh yeah.
Let's say 10.
Yeah, it's a 10.
It was just.
Hey, that's better than I left an arrow. Forgot my bullet.
I was right on where it needed to be and just
moved.
Squinched it left.
Hey, that's better
Right
than what
at
I
the
did this
shot.
morning. I would have taken that. All right, we're lower 12, right? That's where we're going. Yeah. Well, let's see if we can get any revenge. Is it left too?
Left side, but you might have caught it. You're shooting 27s.
Yeah, I think it hung.
I think you got it with that.
It's close.
Yeah. So close.
Oh. It's very dark. It was a lot brighter this morning.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, we both hung left.
All right, Levi, yes. So, but in keeping with what you were talking about, what we're talking about down there is not overthinking. As I was standing there, my number was getting higher.
Okay.
So we're off camera, or nobody's shooting here that's down where you can hear. So it was 30 yards.
30 yards, yeah.
And that was my initial 30.
Yeah.
But then as I was standing there, I was like, maybe 33, maybe 34. And I was like, nah, just stick with the first one.
Yeah, I think you can see that was my hole from this morning right there, and I shot it for 28.
Yeah, yeah.
And then right there, I don't know if I was struggling seeing or what, but at 30 yards in our class, you got to hit them.
Yeah, right.
We don't ever get many. We don't get many of those ever. So it was not a great start, but we finished good, and
yeah,
you judged it great.
Yeah, just right at the shot, it just kicked a little left.
Yeah. Well, you can feel that wind is blowing pretty steady down through here too. Probably didn't help, but I got all kinds of excuses if you need any.
I need plenty. All I can take. But yeah, I like the thought process of that's the thing I have to work on is don't overthink it.
Right.
Don't overthink it. It's
have a process but then once you set that, you just got to believe in it and make a shot.
Yeah.
There's a lot of guys who are second guessing everything while they're aiming about their number, and it turns into a nightmare at that point.
That never works out for me.
A good shot will fix a lot of things. So.
Cool. Well, Levi, we appreciate your time here at Shot of the Week. I know folks enjoy seeing you out here and hearing what you got to say, and we definitely wish you best of luck with the rest of the weekend.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me. It was fun.